And the Panthers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer flying down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia State's offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense working from the pistol. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Running into the open space. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sharp. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. The tap, touchdown Panthers. And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out past the 35. Oh, he's got some space. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He'll do it himself. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Got his man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And he's got a touchdown.
And this offense is firing at all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Ohio. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. That play a really good example of just making sure your guys settle down after a mistake.
Yeah, getting him some confidence. When you make those mistakes, you get rattled a little bit, but just like free throws or jump shots, just see it go through the net. Now you get a little bit of confidence, start getting the juices flowing, and then maybe we'll attack the football down the field a little bit more.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He'll pull it on the read. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On target over the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that puts him directly at 100 rushing for the day. He's shown you a little bit of everything, right? Shown you the speed, showed the quickness, the ability to break tackles, and obviously some durability to now get up to 100 yards on the day.
From the gun, give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. He fires to the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Nice move to keep running. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
He'll sneak it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoop. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Rides it and reads it. Keeps it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Third down coming up.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Plows through the defense. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Just keeps slinging it. Heaves it deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They boot it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here they come, and he ends up taking a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Clay. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. Finding an escape route. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Spins away from the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Snap to the back. He fires a bullet to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat.
Here we go.
Direct snap. Got his man quickly. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
They punt it away on 4th down. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They go to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Keep it on the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
42 Spider.
Back has it. The give to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
The give to the fullback. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. There he goes! Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
On the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Jackrabbit.
Quarterback keeper. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Trying to pound their way in. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. It has been a rather rough ride for this sophomore behind center, and you can mark that clash as advantage defense as corners made plays. Really the interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Here we go.
Quarterback will keep it.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. With the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nice move there.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And it's a touchdown in the dying moments of the game.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That's caught. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.